But today's video is going to be something slightly different from a reaction video. There were a lot of suggestions in the comments last week to check out various videos of Alip, and I did just that, so I think it'd be a bit disingenuous of me to fake a reaction to something I've already seen. So what I decided to do was take one of the most popular suggestions from the comments, which was to check out his arrangement of Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses, and I've fully transcribed it. I've synced that tab with the video of Alip playing it. I'm going to inset that in this video. We're going to play through it. We're going to have a look at some of the theory points, some of the points I found most interesting, and maybe some of the things to do with his technique as well. Alright, so let's go check it out.
What? With just one hand?
Yeah, right off the bat, it's this is obviously a different key.
Yeah.
It's almost somber.
Yeah.
You know, the position that it's played in. Like, there's like, and certain keys have like an intrinsic emotion to them. Like, like G or F sharp. There's like, depending on the notes that you're playing, they can be really dark or really just sad and somber. Whereas in the original recording, you know, it's got like a
feel, I guess.
Yeah, it's a major lovey kind of feel. I mean, to go with, you know, Axl Rose's, you know, love letter lyrics, you know.
Alright, right off the bat, he's got an open tuning again that's different from the open tuning from the Kiss from a Rose arrangement. So low to high, he's got D, A, C, G, B, and D. So from standard tuning, he's detuned the low E, the D, and the high E by one tone. And what that gives you when you strum all those chords together is a D13 sus4, which is kind of a strange chord to have as an open tuning, but he's also got a capo on the 3rd fret, so tonality wise it's an F13 sus4. So he's moved the whole song up 3 semitones. Now the riff is staying the same in terms of its form, so here's the original in D. If you want to split hairs, the original's in D flat because Guns N' Roses tuned down a semitone, but we're going to talk about things, how they relate to the neck as we see them. So we go up 3 semitones to F.
His precision is unbelievable. There's no buzz. You know, he's playing on an acoustic guitar as well. It's a lot harder, you know, to keep that really nice tone with no fret buzz. And he's something else. And what a nice laid back way to play, you know, a really heavy classic rock song. Fantastic.
Oh boy. That was awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Whereas, you know, right out of the gate, this is a whole different vibe. You know, It's got a bit of a somberness to it. It's, I mean, it just started, so it can still go anywhere.
Yep.
But
technically speaking, he's using the finger, one-handed finger picking, which is just slamming harder enough on the string.
Using enough force to get resonance out of that note without having to pick or strum it.
So which means that opens up this hand to, I'm imagining he's going to do some tapping.
And he ties off that tail with a nice little bluesy flourish. Which, in terms of F major, which is what the key is in, is got a flat 3 in it.
Got it.
He's doing... Okay. He's doing Slash's guitar line and Duff McKagan's walking bass line at the same time.
Oh my God. Yeah, this guy's good, right? We need to get settled in for this one properly. I mean, the way he's carrying this song and the lines are absolutely beautiful. It's actually quite an emotional.
Anytime there's a focal point in the song, he's following that. And he's still keeping the rhythm and the accompaniment, which is himself, which is so amazing. What's the thing is, I think it's really hard
being able to keep a steady rhythm like that,
and do the melody.
You know, keep the notes consistent. Yeah, and the melody on top of that, like.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of piano players that can do that. They can walk with their bass line with their hand, and then they can play the melody with their hand. Like, that always blows me away, too. Like, I'm not a piano player.
John Entwistle from The Who was like that. Yeah. As a bass guitarist, you know, he kind of approached the instrument like a piano player.
So you can see from the tab on screen, and not only his fingers, but on the tab really demonstrates there's a lot going on. So on the tab, the bass has down stems and the melody have up stems, so it makes it easier to track as you're reading it. Now he's about to go into the chorus, which goes down a whole tone to E flat major. So it's gone from F to E flat, which is comparable to the original recording, which goes down a whole tone into the chorus as well.
Wow, so talented, so talented, really cool. It amazes me that he can get all of that sound out of a guitar.
I gotta say, how he's able to so fluidly go between the melodic passages and being able to hit those chords like that. That is awesome.
It almost doesn't sound like a cover, does it? It almost makes
like obviously it's Sweet Child of Mine. Like, there's enough of the original song to know that it's a fingerstyle cover,
right?
But it's like a whole different creature.
It is.
It is a whole different musical creature unto itself.
You could put this like in a medieval video game in the background.
I wouldn't say this is a fingerstyle cover.
Yeah.
I would argue that this is more of a fingerstyle remake.
Yeah, I hear you. It's definitely
kind
like
of in the way that The Warning remade Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
I'm very rarely speechless, but my God, he is good. I mean, the way he's carrying the rhythm as well as the lead lines. I'm interested to see what he does with the solo part of it. Slash really ramps into it. But this is such a beautiful, emotional, you know, lovely, warm, it feels warm, beautiful take.
So there he goes again with those kind of bluesy inspired, almost used in neo-soul context as well, the quick flourish and the slide up and down a semitone. It's really well played, and just like the video last week where I said his tone was really great, it's really great again in this, and I'm just amazed that he's getting such a great tone from a tiny little mic that looks like it just clips onto the sound hole. Like I said before, it's got some nice body to it, it's crisp, it's bright, it's just got a great tone, and I really like the sound of it. It's not twangy at all, which often puts me off some acoustic recordings where it just sounds really plugged in, you know?
I have this weird neurosis about, you know, my nails. You know, it goes back to when I was a kid. You know, I always got to keep them short and trimmed, you know, so that, you know, no dirt or anything gets stuck under them.
All right, Sweet Child of Mine by our man Alip Ba Ta, or is it Pata? Bata. Alip Bata.
Alip Bata.
Oh my God, his control is unbelievable. It doesn't look like he's expending any energy. You look at how he's playing, he's so relaxed. Oh my goodness, I'm looking forward to how it's going to roll into this little part of the solo and how he changes it to fit in with what he's playing.
Okay, so we're going into the solo section, and once again it drops down in tone from F to E flat major, which again is like the original, it drops down in tone again. He's going to do some interesting things here. He's only really thrown in one tap harmonic into this song. Now his other arrangements, he's got quite a few tap harmonics, or even harp harmonics, sorry. This one he's got one at the start of the solo and then one at the very end of the song. So I think he does a really good job of capturing what it is that Slash does with his melodic lead lines while keeping the rhythm going and keeping his slapping on beats 2 and 4 to keep the whole thing motoring, and I think it's just really well done. I think he executes it brilliantly.
We enjoyed that very much. It was very interesting to see it. Especially, it's great to see this stuff because we're very familiar with the song. We've been hearing it all our lives. Big part of American
I've heard that song
culture.
I've listened to that song ever since I got into rock music when I was 13. And I'm 32.
Yeah, and I've been listening to it since the 80s as well. And we've heard...
He has. I wasn't born in the 80s. So.
It was.
That was a bit before my time.
But I've been hearing it my whole life.
Yeah, me.
And I can't tell you how many times I've seen the covers and people playing the song, like the way Slash did. So seeing it this way, it's just incredible.
Seeing it this way, I find seeing it this way much more compelling.
Yeah.
Because, like I said before, it's there's enough of the original song to know that it's Sweet Child of Mine.
Nice little Spanish end there, beautiful.
Begitu petikan pertama dari Sweet Child of Mine terdengar, kelima reaktor langsung terpaku. Mereka tak menyangka intro legendaris dari Slash bisa dialihkan menjadi versi fingerstyle yang begitu bersih dan rapi. suasana ruang reaksi mendadak hening, seolah semua ingin benar-benar menyimak setiap not yang dimainkan Alip Ba Ta tanpa gangguan sedikitpun. Wajah-wajah mereka berubah perlahan, dari terkejut menjadi terpukau. Salah satu dari mereka bahkan sempat menggelengkan kepala, tak percaya bagaimana nada-nada gitar elektrik bisa diterjemahkan Alip Ba Ta hanya dengan gitar akustik dan teknik luar biasa. Setiap slide dan hammer-on terdengar presisi, membuat komposisi ini tetap utuh meski dalam format yang sangat berbeda. Saat bagian verse dimulai, mereka mulai bergerak mengikuti irama. Meski tanpa vokal, emosi dari lagu itu tetap tersampaikan dengan kuat. Dinamika permainan Alip Ba Ta mengalir lembut, tidak terburu-buru, memberi ruang bagi tiap melodi untuk bernapas. Mereka tampak menikmati versi ini dengan cara yang tak sama seperti mendengarkan versi aslinya. Di tengah-tengah lagu, Alip Ba Ta menambahkan sentuhan harmoni yang lembut, seperti embusan angin yang menyusup diam-diam. Salah satu reaktor spontan menatap ke kamera dan membuka mulutnya lebar. Matanya membulat karena tak menyangka akan kejutan seperti itu. Setiap elemen kecil dari permainan itu terasa seperti dirancang dengan penuh ketelitian. Ketika Alip Ba Ta masuk ke bagian solo, suasana langsung berubah. Kelima reaktor mendadak lebih serius, seolah mereka tahu sesuatu yang luar biasa akan datang. Jari-jari Alip Ba Ta melayang di atas fretboard dengan kecepatan dan ketepatan yang mencengangkan, tetapi tetap terasa penuh rasa. Solo tersebut tidak hanya teknis, tapi juga menyentuh. Para reaktor mulai saling melirik satu sama lain, mengisyaratkan kekaguman tanpa kata. Beberapa dari mereka tersenyum lebar, yang lain hanya mengangguk pelan, seolah berkata, "Ini gila." Mereka tahu sedang menyaksikan interpretasi yang sangat jarang bisa dilakukan dengan rasa dan teknik seimbang seperti ini. Lagu pun berakhir dengan penurunan nada yang manis dan tenang. Kelima reaktor nyaris serempak memberikan tepuk tangan spontan ke arah layar. Mereka tidak hanya merasa terhibur, tetapi juga seakan baru saja melihat karya seni yang utuh dan segar. Bagi mereka, Alip Ba Ta tak hanya membawakan ulang Sweet Child O' Mine, tapi menciptakan ulang maknanya lewat senar demi senar yang berbicara. Itulah lur untuk reaksi kali ini. Sampai jumpa lagi di video lainnya bersama channel Rafiko. Admin ucapkan terima kasih telah menonton.